Hello everyone and welcome back to Hates the Name Plays Monster Train. So last time we had a win, I believe, as the Stygian Guard with the Melting Remnant allied clan, and we beat... No, sorry, it was, yeah, this setup. Hellhorned with the Melting Remnant, we got the Covenant rank 12 win. Uh, this time we're going to do a Stygian Guard uh, setup. We're gonna do a random ally clan because it's been the longest since we've done Stygian, and we haven't won with Stygian and any ally in a long time. So we'll just start this up on a random one and see what we get. I'm kind of hoping to be able to do a frostbite build. I do feel a little more comfortable in that regard. We did get two frostbite spells right off the gate. I do see that the boss is going to destroy our spells, but that can still be okay, especially with Frostbite. Ah, here we go. Grant 2 and Frostbite does not decay. That's solid. Really hope we get a Frostbite champion, which I think we will. 12 to... Oh, because it's adding that. I was like, did they buff them? But no, it's just including this already. So we got our Frostbite champion, so that's great news. And now that I think of it, I don't even remember what our allied clan was. We should have just seen it. Was it Awoken? What was the card that we got? I was so focused on our Frostbite cards. Oh, okay, it was Melting Remnants. So then does that mean... Oh, we got two Extinguish units, right. And they apply Stealth. That can be alright for blockers. I was so focused on these. We're going to need to try and get, like... If we can get a token, offering token? Yeah, that's what it's called. Offering token, that'll make those pretty great. This is solid, though. It's a great card, and it combines well with those two. We will turn this on. Could be kind of tough, I admit, but hopefully we'll be able to pull it off. Okay, let's see. We didn't get anything worth discarding, but that doesn't mean we're not going to use it. So let's go ahead and play our champ down there. He's going to dish 12 or 15 attack plus 12, which is 27 damage, so obviously not quite enough to kill that unit. Let's add a little bit more. We got to make sure we save enough ember for that. Unfortunately, we don't actually have to do anything to make sure we make it. We just happen to have enough. It's fine if this thing survives, but we would really like this thing dead. But would we like it at the cost of letting these units kind of go? Here's how we get it. So yeah, that's fine. I'm happy to get the gold there. Happy to use that stealth defense unit, whatever. That's fine. We don't need to worry about that level. We'll set up a couple of units down here who are gonna burn out next round, so it's fine if they block one hit. I don't know if there's much point to this, but we'll do it. And then just because we can. So I think we're probably best just doing this. And now you're dead, so yeah, that seems like that was a good move. Oh, sorry if you just heard a loud ding, I'm not sure what that would have been. It's just another video getting put together because I had to do it in two parts. Alright, so with Frostbite in mind, this is the way we go. Here, this is an interesting choice. I don't think we really value this too highly. I don't think we're going to bother with trying to keep burnout units going. We could take this as like a, let's bring a burnout unit back and play it, and we can make it into a blocking unit. We can use it to do a little damage if we need. and also it gives us the ability to potentially bring back, like if our champion or another important unit to us does die, we could bring them back. Could even bring these guys back, which they, with their extinguished ability, are pretty nice. Granted, this guy's similar to those guys, but he deals just straight up damage. But I'm leaning towards molded. It's a bit of an odd choice, but I think it could work here. And yeah, this is our clear pick. Hopefully you guys aren't picking up my dog barking in the background. Should be good. So we definitely want to go this way. We'd prefer a Stygian unit, and also upgrading spells over units is pretty big for us. Man, if this was the other shark guardian, I would be in love. That would be amazing. As is, um, do we take him? Do we take her? Tough question. I've never really made good use of the sirens. I'm not even sure if I have ever really used the sirens. The appeal of getting +1/+1 whenever we do a spell just isn't super high to me. The appeal of getting just 3 armor is pretty low too, but I mean like that's even worse. Granted, this gives you damage at least, but we don't really need the damage. We need just someone to defend. So I guess we should take him. But I mean, I just wish there was a way to be like, not him, I want the other version. If we were to put holdover on something so that we saw it every turn, maybe Frenzied Swarm would be a good pick. We put holdover on it, make it cost 1 less, so it's free, and then we just cast it every time as our last cast for the round. I think that's actually a solid idea. That takes away a lot of the enemy's ability to deal damage to us. So we'll see if that works out as I'm hoping it will. Spikes, yikes. Spikes are yikes for our champion especially. The rest of the units can probably handle it. Like she'll take a bit of extra heat due to the sweep nature. This guy's gonna put crap in our hands, so we're gonna have to pay to remove that crap, but I think we can turn it on simply because, well, this guy's gonna have spikes regardless, for one, and for two, I think the enemies are just not that damaging otherwise. So they're, even if they make it to the pyre, they're not gonna dish that much damage to us, I think. But I am kind of, going in with high hopes on that. So I think this is fine, except that, like, you're gonna kill yourself immediately. Just immediately. So instead of letting this guy murder himself against the first units, maybe we'll hold off on even casting him. Doing this seems like a good choice. Granted, it means we aren't casting any of our units. Any of these 2 units, I mean. I'd like to put him into a useful spot, but if I put him down, he gets... Well, he does get to attack, so sure. I think we hold on to our champion. I'd rather have the champion kill himself in a single attack against the final boss than to kill himself earlier on against just some weak minions. So you're already dead. Does doing 6 damage make a difference? No, not really. So let's just do it down here. Okay, so we don't even really need to worry about those cards. They're not doing a whole lot to us. We'll put him out front. Doesn't do a lot for us, honestly. So yeah, we'll do this, and then of course we're gonna keep that going. Oh, we're on final wave already. That was quicker than expected. Let's do this, and then daze them. I think when they're dazed, they don't add crap to our hands, but it only works for 1 round. So they did get to put crap in our hands, which is unfortunate for us. Putting... I think she deals enough frost that it'll kill these back units regardless. But granted, we're really not getting as much damage done to the boss here as I would like. That's something. Does she not get to deal her frost damage? Do we not have a frost unit? Do we have a spell weakness unit and I'm a big dummy? She has frostbite sweep. I don't know what happened there. Guess I wasn't paying close enough attention. She probably just died to their attacks. So yeah, ouch for sure. But I think we did set ourselves up for some success. Keeping with our frostbite game, we want to go with that one. Here, I'm not really convinced by most of these. This guy could be alright. I like the left path both because we love free artifacts and because we really need pyre health, and we don't have enough money to really shop right now. We'll take this because of our end boss's effect on consuming our spells. Here we get to be petty or whatever, and we get to... Petty theft, yeah, we'll take that, just because it gives us a target spell. And I mean, of course, the money's nice, if we can make it happen. So that was not bad, honestly. It doesn't give us a huge boost right now. We really need, like, a good tank unit. The bomb getting a damage shield kind of sucks, because we won't be able to petty theft it. Okay, we can petty theft one of these units, but let's see what we do with our mana first. Since they don't have spikes, we don't have to worry about that this time. We can set this little group up, and I think we take you out, because you'll die to the sweep, and then at least we don't take the 5 damage from the middle unit. So already his armor is down to 1. I guess we didn't get to cast a lot of spells, is the reason. Oh, and he's gonna die. Oh, we just saved him. We did save him. You are very killable. So let's set up a couple of units to make that killing happen. So he's just not very tanky. We'll have to upgrade him, which means we will need to make it to a, what's it called? Merchant of Steel to get that upgrade ability. Can't fit anything else on this floor currently. And we set up anything here, it just dies to the bomb, so I guess we'll just pass. We do need more spells. I'm seeing that. Like, we're not really triggering a lot of incants on this guy because we have no spells going off. Sucks that this is so expensive and we have no way to make it an offering, but I think this is still a good choice. Granted, you have incant. And let's do that to kind of tank some damage. So I think we're doing okay. Of course, we are letting a couple people go by. We can trigger this with this, so that's good. This seems like a fine setup. It won't do anything to him, but he's already dead. I might get the next unit to make it up there. We can put this down. Granted, it's not going to be able to do anything this round. Oh, this is the consume one. Sure, good. We'll save our... And we kept it from consuming with our... What's it called? Wing clippings. So not bad. And then we just do this. I like it. You even dazed one in case you come in for something. I guess it wouldn't stop him if he came in this turn. And he did. Just to prove me right that it wouldn't stop him. Or wrong for doing it. I don't know. Put that unit down up there just because we have no space anywhere else. And I thought I saw an X on him. Yeah, he went down. Nice. The frostbite added up. So that's solid work for us. We don't really make good use of this. We don't really make good use of any of it. Could maybe use Pyrebound. But I think I'm gonna skip this one. This is too expensive. This doesn't really help with a lot of our stuff. We're doing more frostbite and less straight up magic damage. And this is only castable in that like one spot. Granted, it could be good. It just makes it like we won't be able to trigger most of our incants with this unless we happen to be putting our units up on the top floor, which we don't normally want to since we're putting frostbite on. We want to have that starting right as soon as possible. But it could potentially save us from the units that make it past, so I guess I'll take it. Ah, darn. The other shark, please. Game. Just give me the other shark. Okay. We have two potential tanky units. She's probably the better of the tanky units because she gains, she can, grant herself more burnout rounds. I was just thinking, do we have any way to increase? We have no way to heal her. We have no way to heal whatsoever. But I think she's still our better choice. And then if we put dregs behind, they can last as well. I don't think he's good enough. Like, his starting health is just way too low, and his armor gain is way too small. Here, we might be benefited most by increased Ember, because we have run into a lot of situations where we couldn't cast everything due to our Ember. Stygian banner. I do like a Stygian unit, but I did say also that we need to go to one of those. And this looks pretty good. We have a tough choice here. I'm not sure what we would duplicate. We don't have a obvious duplicate target right now. So I guess we'll go left and then we'll go right next time. That seems sensible to me. So let's go on this way and grab this stuff. Okay, so pick up the health. Then what do we cut? Probably train stewards. No, just kidding. Just kidding again. Probably still train stewards. Yeah. They're just the obvious first choice to go. And then what do we want to see here? Well, not really this. What we really wanted to see was her getting a whole bunch of and him getting a whole bunch of extra health. Honestly, although endless on one of these units to give everyone on the team stealth. Yeah, I think that I can make work. I don't think this is quite good enough. I think we do a reroll right now because I don't really care for. Well, we could incant. I mean, give him the incant trigger just to make it a little better when we cast spells on this floor. mean, it doesn't move things very much. The difference it makes is pretty small. Whereas, darn, this didn't get much better. Giving her an extra round isn't bad. Giving her a lot of health and attack isn't bad either, although it does make her big in capacity. What else would we want to see on her? Multi-strike, maybe? How much damage is this giving? 15? Yeah, that's pretty solid. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's accept we're buffing her instead. We really wanted to buff our tanks to get some security on that in that regard, but you know, that's not how the buffs worked out for us. So I do kind of like the idea of mixing frostbite and sweep, but I think we gotta go with the max frostbite we can accomplish. We'll rely on our other unit to do the sweeping damage. We'll just keep this guy sort of boss focused. Because when it comes to a relentless fight at the end, pardon me, we really want to be applying as much frost as possible. And that means having our unit dish as much frost to one unit at the cost of the sweep ability. Because sweep, it's great for clearing floors before the boss, and even on the boss when he gets summoned with minions. It's great, just for a couple rounds to clear them out. But when it comes to actually killing the boss, you gotta. Yeah, see, now we're not gonna have room for her behind here, or in front here, which is maybe where we'd want her. I'm thinking capacity might be coming important. He's only a 1 size as well. Yeah. Yeah, capacity might be important for us. We can't afford everything. This seems like a pretty solid choice. Do you... Nothing, okay. We could wipe out a floor. We could wipe out this floor to avoid any pyre damage. We would be leaving... We could do that to take away his ability to deal damage, and then only he would get up to the top floor, to the pyre, and actually deal damage. Interesting choices. We kind of want to cast for the incant triggers. So let's do this, which means obviously we can't do that. It's too bad we haven't lowered the cost of that yet. We would probably like to do that and get some more. Yeah, let's do this just for the incant triggers. Kill him off. He'll get up to the top and die along with the rest of them after dealing a little bit of damage to our pyre. Which honestly, taking like, what did we take? 6 damage already, plus another bit from these guys. It's probably as minimal as damage gets. Oops. So we want her probably up here. You are not endless. Do we have a unit? No. Can we still cast this? Yes. Just to get the incant trigger, so that's fine. So we put her up here. She's not getting hit this round, which means, yeah, not as useful. We could put this here and it would kill him, but then he just buffs the rest of them by 2, so that's actually worse for us than doing nothing there. We could put him, oops, we could put him right here. Ah, these people are hasted as well. That's annoying. How much damage do they do? Oh, enough to get that triggered. At least we can kill the front guy who does the most of the damage. We gotta take out the haste units though. Okay. So she's strong enough to do fine on her own up there. Granted, she can't attack this round. This is kind of a dead spot considering we can't kill the haste units. Guess we save him. Like we could have prevented a bit of damage to our tank there, but instead we went for the save on the train steward who's defending our top unit. Here we can at least potentially kill him off. And I think we should. So we'll use this on this floor to discard it. So we just go ahead up here. It's not like doing a ton. I guess we got a kill on all of them, so that's solid for us. We were doing 26, so pretty good. Killing the haste unit and dazing them all with a lot of frostbite on them. That's real nice to do. I think in future scenarios, we would rather see her in the middle floor if he's going to be on the bottom floor. But if we do just get one more capacity, we could fit this row with her in it, and that might be the ideal situation for us. I'm going to throw this out here, I think. Yeah, it doesn't make enough of a difference to his surviving. 78 minus 41 is 37, so no, he's gonna kill this guy. So we will have to hit him a little bit before. Although we do want him to hit her just to keep her from burning out this turn. So maybe we do this, and we'll just use this to get the incant and get the holdover. So obviously this is how we're going to end this. Oh, there is room down here, so let's do this. Buy ourselves a couple of rounds of extra fight, which has moved the amount of damage he takes by a ton. You're already dead, so I'm not even worried about it. Oh, I guess because the frost, I hadn't even thought of that. Which I should have, because that's what we're doing. But I didn't. And like that was a perfect turn. We got stealth units galore. Well, you know, the guys who give us stealth. And we got the daze, bought us a bunch of extra turns. Added up that frost until he was dead. We could use this. This is frostbite. I don't know if we really find ourselves with like a ton of extra energy to the point that this applies a ton of frostbite, but it's not a bad option. So I'll take it. I'll take it. We could always cast it for 0 and get incant trigger out of it. That's an alright ability, but for sure. You wouldn't be able to use it on first floor, obviously, unless you damage them some other way. It's a bit expensive. We could take this to try and make the spike happen a little stronger, but I don't think we get it. Like, we do get some unit death, but I don't think we get enough to really make it a huge boost. And you'd have to draw those two cards together to really want this. The cost of this is what's kind of making me feel a little hesitant. It's interesting. I could take this for the 0 cost just to have another spell that I can throw out there, or I could take this knowing that it costs too much. The problem being we've already got a couple spells that cost too much. But I mean, I guess we're hoping to be able to discard those spells. We just need some discard triggers. So we could focus on lowering the cost of this one, not bothering lowering the cost of the Titan's teeth. Um, it's an option. Deal 25 damage and apply Daze to an already damaged unit, meaning it can be anywhere in the floor. Doesn't have to be at the front, which is nice. I'll try it. Maybe overthought that one a bit, but I just don't want to fill up our deck with any unnecessary garbage. And we were definitely going to go this route, as much as I'd kind of like to gain some more health, and I always like a free removal. Let's see what we get here. I'm not crazy about either of these. We don't really love leaving it up to our pyre. So I think I'll take this one. I get that this could probably be pretty strong, and honestly, we have left a lot up to our pyre, so this would minimize the amount of damage we're taking when we leave stuff up to our pyre. What buff effects could we expect to be removed? Spikes and rage. We're kind of past the little guys with rage already, though. Okay, I'll go this one. Because it could potentially minimize the damage our pyre takes, I think it's fine. We don't really want to do this, so I'll save that. This seems pretty good. Just to make it a little more likely to kill the unit that we target with. And we did want to reduce the cost of this. We don't want that. Despite being pretty rich, double stack. Double stack we do like. I'm thinking we double stack an offering, a Titan's Tooth. And I'm going to actually reduce the cost of that Titan's Tooth just because it's really strong now. So we do want to cast it, even if we can't figure out we can't finagle a discard. And another 10 damage? Sure. Because it targets, I don't feel bad about doing that. And actually, we have enough gold, so let's do some more removal. I mean, Train Steward's probably fine to remove, but maybe let's get rid of one of these. They're getting it's a little crazy how many of these starting cards they put in your deck. I could probably stand to even get rid of one of the dregs. So they're easy to cast. And just like use them to take a bullet for your champion. Yikes and very yikes. But we did take this. Let me look at where we're going next. So we probably like Merchant of... I'm not sure if we're crazy about Merchant of Trinket. Although Unstable Vortex, removing cards for free. I don't know if we have a Hellvent target we really want. But gold is always good. We're not going to get a ton of gold after this, so it's not like we're going to be crazy about that Merchant of Trinkets. What card would we want to duplicate? Maybe this Titan's Tooth? Especially, okay, we wouldn't mind duplicating this, and in fact we would want to, if we can get that dang, or we could maybe this, but hard to say now. I mean, hard to say we would want this. Like this would be easier to make these triggers happen. And in fact, that's a pretty good argument. We just need to draw this, so yeah, we could duplicate this Titan's Tooth. So if we're going left, was what I was kind of thinking. We're not getting pyro remains, so we're not getting health. Screw it. We'll figure out where we're going after based on how much pyro health we have left. Hopefully, we have more than 0. If we go out like this, then we go out doing what we love. You guys are you have sweep. Oy, oy, oy. This is not good. Okay, so I think we put her down here because we're not going to be able to play our champion right now on that level. And we might as well put him down and this down. Hit him with that. It's a good chance he survives to this floor, which really makes this hard to do. Like maybe we put him up here. We really want him to survive to the boss. Granted, the boss is going to be like a pain in the butt on the first floor or floor and a half because of his stealth. So being up here is actually decent in that regard. But we really need to get a defensive unit in front of this guy. And we need to kill these sweep units. Oh, and we took the trial, and so we're never going to be able to kill this guy. Well. Alright. 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 Yep. That's how that's gonna go. So. Okay. You're gonna kill him. I should have put that guy down here. And I think we're just gonna do this to get our money, because I'm what you would call le greedy. Oh, we could have sapped him for 6. That would actually have saved our champion. Hey, wanna come back next round? I probably should have held on to that rather than casting it just for the incant trigger. Admittedly, a lot of potentially really bad mistakes happening here. Are you technically injured? No. This doesn't matter because you have sweep. It's not like he dies first and gives us stealth. We had one potential save and we didn't draw it, so it's the end of that chapter. And none of them are technically injured because of the healing between floors. So this is real unfortunate. Oh yeah. Well. Hmm. Oh right, he burns out. Maybe we can get him back by next round, or by the time the boss shows up though. Or maybe not, and maybe we'll die. Glad we got these two. This finally showing up. And that's the problem, is these rely a lot on us drawing this, and us drawing this in the last or second last hand is not good. So, some free money. We're going to be able to deal not enough to kill the top unit. Probably not enough to kill this guy either. But let's target him. We have enough to kill this guy. He's gonna take 17 from the frostbite, so that works. And we can just do this. And, sure. And we'll start that. At least we'll be able to, yeah, we wasted all of his stealth, and by wasted I mean we used it all up on him just hitting us like an idiot. Let's hit him with as much sap as we can, because really we just want to slow him down as much as possible, so this is really good. Well, that frostbite does its thing. So I think he'll be dead as soon as he reaches the next floor. Yeah, he's got 1 health and 42 frostbite on him. Ooh, let's just get some cash while we're at it. Which actually means we did come out pretty far ahead in terms of cash. Cash money. We do really like this. I also like this quite a bit. And this is also good, but I mean, we're definitely not going this route. One of these two. Drain is super good. This helps us apply more frostbite, which is kind of what we're doing, but also this helps us not die, which is also really solid, so we'll take that. It also helps us cast our Titan's teeth. Tooths. Tooths. Um, we could we could do with this. We got a couple of extinguished units that this would kind of suit well. Maybe it's not the best. So we definitely want this. We're at the amount of health where I won't feel comfortable unless we do that. Let's get you out of here. And I think we do remove one of you as well. So those are both done. We got enough money to feel decent here. This could be really good. Gives us a slot on her. But that all said, I mean, this could be okay too, just because we're at a point where we kind of would love the heals. What was I looking at? I was gonna say probably next time we want to go Merchant of Magic, and then we'll probably end up going Merchant of Magic again because we'll get lots of money presumably here. And we want to upgrade our spells as much as possible. Maybe we go Merchant of Steel on this one, because we will want our tank units stronger. I don't think this is worth that much. We could reroll. And like, yeah, it's a shame to miss out on that, but the only unit we've got even close to, well, we've got her fully upgraded currently, but that's it. We're not going to get a ton of benefit out of it. This could be okay because we have a couple of consumes, I think. 1, 2. Okay, so we only have 2 consumes, literally a couple. But we know that the end boss is going to make us consume a spell per turn, except that we also have wing clippings, which means has a 50% chance to not be consumed. So, I mean, arguably okay, but not great. So I'm going to reroll. This is much more interesting, as is this. Drawing cards is super good. For obvious reasons, I would think. What was I looking for? Spell upgrades. How many spells do we have fully upgraded that we would love to upgrade further? All we would want on this, if we could add anything, if we could, wish for the best thing possible, it would be a double stack. And then all we would want otherwise, yeah, this is fine as is. We could maybe make it free or just add more damage. But then this, we would love another double stack or something. Make it cheaper, which I would only want to do because we can't totally rely on our other thing. So we've got lots of spaces to upgrade spells already. Like I'd like to upgrade this spell. I'd like to upgrade or remove these 2 spells. I could love to upgrade this spell. So we've got lots of spells we can already hit with upgrades. So we don't need this. I know it's pretty good, but we don't need it. This, I think, suits us a little bit better. It does a little more for us. And I think we save the rest of our money for the spell shop. And hopefully this trial is, oh right, no trial here. I was gonna say hopefully it's a little nicer to us, but, and actually look, what do you have? Oh, Scourge. Scourge, eh? The rest of battle, yeah. So we do want to get this out of our deck. We're at the level of uh, health, pyre health that is, where we don't want to really risk taking too much more. Put you in here. We can't really afford to do that, so let's give her a blocker, and then we'll put him down here, and we'll put something in front of him next time, almost guaranteed. Whether it's a train steward or it's our actual shark tankman. Plus having the sweep unit on here is real nice. Okay, yes. You are not endless, but you give us a target for that spell, which is quite nice. Let's put some more frostbite on the boss. And then this does save her from getting the burnout triggers on like the revenge triggers to give her extra burnout. So I guess maybe we'll cast it up here. Doesn't get us any incant triggers, but it does get us more on the boss, which is nice. So I think that's a solid choice. Plus she kills them both anyways. We've already got 39 frost added up there. That's pretty solid. Can't fit anything here. We could cast a spell. Maybe we want to use this down here just to give her a little extra longevity. I mean, she's already got 6 burnout, so we don't really need to give her a lot more there. Let's put a little more damage on her. We'll put this down. I know he's going to be dazed, but whatever. Are you considered damaged? You are. But doing a little dazed to it doesn't really seem that worthwhile. We could do this and then do that, but we don't have the amber for it, so it doesn't really work out. We could cast this up here. That would totally take care of her. We got a lot of options, basically. That's what I'm saying. But not a ton of answers. Let's do that. We preserved it, so that's pretty cool. And then let's do a 0-cost cast to give our boy an incant. And then let's preserve her health a little bit. So she's dead already, which is nice. He's already dead. We could kill him with this. And I think maybe we will. But first I'll have a look around. We're gonna end up using this and this down here. We could put this on the boss. Alright, let's start here. Get our incant trigger. And we have to end with these two. So maybe we're not gonna use this because we don't want to accidentally, or we could put this down here. The only bad thing is if it discards this, and then we're in trouble. Well, not a big amount of trouble, but a little bit of trouble. So I'll do it here. Haha, we got unlucky. I was really hoping we wouldn't get unlucky, but we got unlucky. Well, at least we got another consolation incant trigger. I think giving him the 3 armor is better than 6 damage to this guy. And we'll put another unit up there just to get a little something out of it, potentially. So we drew 3 offering items, but nothing to offer. It's what I would call not ideal. So we'll put this guy up here to tank this attack. We'll do that, and then we'll do this. Ooh. Oh, mama. I kind of wish she was on this floor, because then I would do it here for sure. But now I'm like, I'd be remiss if we didn't apply this extra frost to the boss. We're gonna have to kind of worry about him a little bit, otherwise he might make it to the pyre, and we really want to avoid pyre damage right now. This works on him. This also works pretty well on him. Yeah, he'll die to the pyre through dazed there. I like this setup. I'm just trying to figure out the order we do things in. You are not yet dead, so we don't worry about bringing you back. Let's bring this guy back. Put him right here to explode on this guy. Decisions. We can do this and then Frenzy Swarm him, but then he still makes it up to the pyre to deal 4 damage. I think we're better off hitting him with this. Or maybe we hit him with this. Sap 1 isn't really much, huh? Yeah, and it would only apply for right here. Making him dazed, he's gonna take less damage though. I think he's getting up to our pyre, and that's because I kind of messed this up. Yeah, did a little damage to our pyre. It's not the end of the world, but it's not great at this point. I could hit the boss with our pyre bound spell. That's something. We want to get a kill with this, obviously. I like that. Is that worth more to me? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Stealth, sure, let's buy our units all a stealth round. So you're dead and you're not going to get to attack, so then we'll just daze you. I didn't see how many rounds of burnout we have left on her, but I assume, yeah, 6. We're doing fine there. Okay. 707 out of the 712 you have. Okay, feeling pretty good about that. Let's do this. Now you're dead. Let's do this. And, I mean, this doesn't do anything for us, because it's not going to get a kill. Ooh. Oh, it says enemy unit right on it. I was like, what if we murder our own dude? Unfortunate. Alright, I forgot we could draw more for no reason. Nice. Okay, so we did take 4 damage to the pyre, but that's fine. No. Think no. We could use this on, well, on a few units. It's not an amazing card. It's a 0 cost spell, so I could just like throw it out potentially whenever to give my guy an incant buff after it becomes less useful. But it would also let our one tank lady survive longer without, we wouldn't have to, you know, let her get hit like we've been doing. That's the only real unit. Like these guys, we could put it on them too when we want to keep them around. It's just we usually don't care that they go, that we don't keep them around, basically. And yeah, here we want spell upgrades, spell upgrades, spell upgrades, spell upgrades. And I think we do this first. We don't love seeing this. This might be worth doing. I wish when you did this, you could then -1 cost to put it back to X, because it just feels bad to cast it for any amount and then get -1 from your amount. Because we have a 10% chance of holding over, or I mean, of not consuming, I think that's fine. I don't think we need to even bother upgrading it. I guess I'll put an upgrade on one of these. If we cut one of them from the deck, that's fine. I'm gonna make this cost 1 less again. That's prevented me from playing it in that last fight, so I think it's worth doing. Permafrost on this is good. So I think we do this, and then we cut this one. And here's an interesting choice. We like casting these every time they come up, so making them cost 0 is pretty nice. I could make this cost 0 because we cast it even when we're not hitting anything. And then, of course, I could stand to make these cost less so that we could actually cast them. But we do have a discard engine. It's just sometimes takes a little while for it to come on. So I'll do this one because we always cast that spell. And then I will remove this last Frozen Lance. I know we kind of don't want to necessarily cut too many spells from our deck, but I think we've done okay. Could maybe stand to have oh, Rail Spike, huh? What do I want to cut? Now that I paid to cut the last crappy lance, what do I guess the last crappy unit? Or I could do a drag. Sure. Maybe we don't even use them until the final fight. Because there's this fight left, and then there's the last battle left, and that's it. So we could just not use him in this fight, and then only use him in the final fight, and then he's just a really strong unit at that point. So yeah, extra frostbite. You go down hard to spikes or sweep, which really sucks. But otherwise, do you have sweep? What do you have? Revenge. Triggers when damaged. What do you do though? Gain +1 attack. Oh, that's the boss. Yeah, that's pretty standard for him. What do you have? Add self-mutilate. Okay, yeah. And steel wings. I know there's another unit that's not shown here, but I don't remember it being too much to worry about in terms of like hitting our back units anyways. Yeah, there's those guys, of course. But I think there's like one more, but I'm not gonna worry too much. I do like having her on the bottom, which we did make it bigger, so we can do this. Yeah, we got a pretty solid hand here. So we're gonna try and fit some burnout units behind her, probably. And nice, they're both dead and dazed. That was a very good start. You suck. Because I don't think we're going to be able to get you. We could put him up here, but then he's dazed for a round, so it doesn't do anything. Okay. Focus up. We got this, we got this. So that's the end of our turn here. We don't need to cast this right now, because I don't think you're making it too far once we apply that. We could put him up here. I'm just trying to think, like, does he actually survive? He's only taking 6 more damage plus frostbite another 12 damage, so 18 more damage. So I mean, he survives. Definitely. So let's do that. Yeah. Ooh, you die? Well, not when we daze them. But maybe we do cast this? No, no, no. Let's not get crazy about it. Oh yeah, I forgot we'd also have another draw. I didn't even consider that. After discarding our hand, that we would get more. Um, yeah, you're still making it up, so we can afford to put these guys down. And then we can just drain them. So that way it's not gonna hurt our tank lady quite as badly. Oh yeah. But we want him to hit her. So we don't want to cast this guy. And we're gonna hold on to this. We're sticking to the plan there. We don't have room here. We will have room here, but only after she gets hit a couple times or we get that wickless thing on a couple of our units. Honestly, with this setup, we kind of have nothing else really going on our other floors. It's kind of bad, but it's also kind of okay. I'm gonna put him up here. I know he doesn't do much on his own, but while we have it in hand, I figure we'll cast it. Maybe I do this. That seems like a waste. Let's just do this. Alright, alright. Well, this doesn't do much, but let's, triggers a unit's extinguish ability without killing it. So apparently you can do it even though the unit doesn't have an extinguish ability, but that's good. We'll do that just to get the incant trigger, and we did preserve it, so it totally works out fine. Do want to start killing these big guys. We have a problem with the fact that these guys are making it through. Or, well, not making it through. These guys are making it so they make it through. Okay, we have this to murder this guy if we want. I think maybe that's what we want to do. That said, we could do it this way. Or we could do that to him. We do want her taking another hit. But this is a losing game right now. She has to keep getting hit to keep them alive. But she's gonna die out soon. But okay, let's do that. Is it greedy? Yes, but we can afford it. So we let him hit her. And next round we just have to deal with him. This is the same loadout 3 or 4 times now. Okay, you are already dead. I say we do this, and then we do this. Oh yeah, right. Don't think that saves his life at all. Doesn't do anything for them, so we just cast it there. That costs 0, right? Yeah. So we weren't wasting an ember when we should have been draining something. So we have a problem with that guy now. With both of these guys now. Is he the solution? Do we cast him here? I don't think so. I think that is short-sighted. We do 55, so we take these guys out in 2 hits. Can we make it less? Maybe. With 31 damage, it's actually not terrible. So we do it to you, and then we do this to you. This is pretty good. Okay, so he's taken care of. And he's pretty close to taken care of. And this, we're about to enter the final phase anyways, so... Yeah, you're dead. Whew! Haha! Never a worry or a doubt in my mind. That doesn't work. Sure. There. The fact that this floor soloed the boss, well, not soloed, but you know, took care of the boss without letting him get past us from full health to 0 gives me a great deal of confidence in this run. I mean, we do have a lot of offering. We have that offering trigger. We also have a lot of sap already, so this is just kind of nice to add to our sap. I wonder if silence would be worth taking here. I'll take it. Because silence could work on those units that have Ember Drain, potentially. I'm not sure if it would, honestly, but maybe it could. And I kind of want to take this just to put on our champion in case they do get sweep units, because I know it's possible. Maybe we take this instead, because we could bring our champion back, although you'd bring him back with Burnout 1, which is a little rough. And it's a bit more expensive. Alright, I'm gonna try the Endless Book. I think there's a use case for the Endless Book outside of our champion, and there's a use case for our champion for the book with our champion. So we go this way this time, get our health up a bit. I have actually maybe she's a good duplicate target, because we did find that we front loaded our first floor and then had nothing to do with the rest of our floors. I'm gonna look here, and then I'm gonna look at... Ooh, we're finally getting good stuff. Okay, then I'm gonna go look over here. Apply spell weakness when they enter the floor below the pyroom. That would work well with our pyrobound spell. This one, Ice and Pyre, assuming that they still only get up one at a time like they were in the last time. This could be alright too, because of the fact that we are potentially going to consume our spells a lot. Gain 5 Ember when a tome unit dies. That could work well with our Spike, because we do have tome units and we have an endless one even. So yeah, we could really trigger this a lot. Granted, we did not remove consume from it, which is now kind of regrettable. I kind of want all of it. I'm struggling. This could help save us from, well, just in general, from the minions that make it up, because we clearly were running into that trouble with the last fight, where they're gonna make it up to the pyre room. We're not killing everything before it makes it there. This will help us kill things in that final floor below the pyre room, our top floor. Okay, I think we gotta do this for our units. If we do this, we can't fit them all on the same floor like we were doing, so that's not a good idea. But that is. I'm not sure if that's really worth it. I'd rather give him another boost of 25 HP. The problem is we want to do that setup with her, him, and our champion. Then on the floor above that, maybe we'd want to do a duplicate of her and her. This isn't going to leave any room for us to put these units down, though. And that's kind of annoying because we're using these units, or we have a good use case for them, we just can't actually fit them. Maybe the real answer is to make one of these guys the strongest unit for defense. Something I hadn't even considered, but why not? Why not make these guys a little bigger? We'll put them in front of our duplicate. Oh, save my money. Don't spend it on crap like that last one. So we're gonna take a duplicate of her. I got a plan. It looks like our same bottom floor as last time, and then the duplicate of her second floor with these guys, and in particular this one constantly repeating in front of her since it's endless and has plenty of health. And then on the top floor we'll have her plus burnout units. Granted, on the top floor she's less likely to get hit and more likely just to burn out, but we do have the chance to. I thought we took that wickless thing, but no, that I'm looking through, no we didn't, so I'm silly. But also, whatever. She's not our win condition anyways. Neither of these are our win condition, so we could reroll and hope for something that helps us with like frost, for example. I can't even really think of what else exists for artifacts, but I'm gonna try it. I mean, this helps the whole second floor plan, so sure. And we can afford to purge. Is there something we want to remove? Let me think. We have 6 spaces, so we could actually fit 4 of these guys behind our Lady of the Reformed. That said, maybe we do still want to cut one of them. So let's do that. Let's cut one of these guys. I forgot also we have a super strong whatchamacallit guy. You know, train steward. That's the word I'm thinking of. We got a strong train steward to use on this fight. Okay, well that looked like an annoying bunch of crap got put in my deck. Yeah, it sucks. But none of you have sweeps, so we feel fine to do. I think we feel fine putting her out. She'll tank a little bit, but I think we can afford it right now. As long as we get a tank out in front of her soon, even if it is just like the other tank, the one that makes itself, yeah, you know, does the thing. So this, oh, I was just gonna say, did we just consume our Titan's Tooth? But we got lucky and avoided consuming it, so great, good stuff. Gotta remember that from now on. This is frozen in our hand, so we don't need to cast them right now. I'm just trying to think of what this would do. It would silence him, but he's gonna die anyways. Let's just throw this on him. And in fact, let's just tank 13 or 10 damage with him. I like it. Great. This is what we wanted to see here. This is what we love here. Now, if we cast this, we run a 50% chance of consuming it. We could cast this. the boss. I mean, I'm not sure what silencing the boss does for us. I don't really think he has any sort of buffs. This already consumes though, so I'm gonna do it. We preserved it. We did add this to our hand, which sucks. I'm gonna cast this for sure. I think we hold off on this though. Let's put him down here to potentially tank. And then let's throw this out. And then I guess we'll throw that out and save this for later. So he's taking a fair bit of damage here. It's a good thing we gave him a health boost, but he may not be long for this world, honestly. Which is a bit unfortunate. So we did get her. We could but let's stick to the plan. Put him here. We'll fit these units up here. Granted, they're not making it. Oh, extinguish chance on him. Or we give our guy a little extra boost of we can't really target anything here. So we give him an extra 3 armor. That's probably not going to make the difference, right? No. Sadly, especially with this thing exploding. They are definitely making it through. I think we are best off doing that. Which does mean I think we're gonna have to put some tome units down here. Tomb, whatever they're called. These weirdos down here. Although we could reform something. I mean, it'll only last 1 round. Ooh, we could fit him here. But we probably want him... There's no room for him here. Probably want him here. And then... This seems like a good cast down here. Is there something we want to bring back and have burnout immediately? Honestly, we could have put the shark guy up here and had him burn out, or, you know, get extra burnout from her. So I'm thinking we do this, and we do this. And we say no to bringing anything back, and wow, now I'm like, I wish I'd done that. I think we do cast this here just to help get rid of him. Though, admittedly, I'm tempted to add this 12 frostbite to our boss here. No, let's do it here. So this guy's a decent like surrogate to our tank, and I think we want to do this. Granted, they haven't had a sweep unit yet, so I think it's still worth doing. We'll potentially, like, if the boss starts relentless and kills him off, he comes back, we put him down back here, we got another floor worth of dishing that kind of damage out. I think we like this option. We can either put him here, here, and I'm not really sure if there is a better choice, but we'll go there. You are already dead. You're gonna burn out. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Do that. Now, I could do this, but I don't think it really helps a ton, and also it takes away a consume spell that we could use later. So let's just do that. Permafrost should, like, supersede discard spells or effects just to make it a little bit better. Oh, we actually preserved this. So I'll put this on, well, I could put it on one of these guys. Put it on him, maybe. Granted, this guy's about to die, so it'd be easier. But this gives us extra damage. But this buys us more turns if the if it's the boss bite. So I like this. I like this. And I like this. Wait. Playing it, I don't think would have purged it, though I could be wrong. So I think we came out alright on that one. Now, are you dead at the top here? You're one damage shy of dying. Okay. Big joke to you, huh? Alright, so we got an option here. I see that we did lose our endless book this time. I think it's okay to lose this, so start there. We didn't end up losing it. So he's gonna come back, and he's not actually going to get to attack because he's dazed. And at this rate, you are getting 1 damage off on our friggin' thing at the top, which, I mean, not 1 damage, 10 damage, but still. It's kind of annoying. We can give our units stealth, or we can dish another, what is that, 35 damage? I think we do the damage because this guy's got endless, so he's coming back regardless. Also, we're doing this somewhere. I guess we could do it up here. I don't think we need to use this right now. I don't think we need to use any of this right now, so let's just do this. This will make it so he doesn't deal any damage to our pyre. Ah, but he also didn't do damage to our unit who could have taken an attack. Okay, we're on the final wave, so this is the real deal. This is big time stuff happening here. Okay, so I do want to do this to you, and I think it's early. Alright, that worked out okay too. I was really worried it would hit this, but it hit the card we want to have discarded, so that's fine. We could bring him back. Or we could bring her back. She's got rounds of burnout already. I'm not sure what else we kind of could hope to get. Sucks we lost that. Bringing him back, we'd get 2 rounds out of him. Bringing her back, we'd get potentially 5 rounds out of her. 26 damage. You're already dead, though. You're probably making it up. You're dead. We could kill you a little faster. But I guess we're better off just dealing damage to the boss here. I think there's value in getting her back. And our most damaging one, they both do the same amount. So we'll just do that. And now we're doing 1427, so that's about half his health. And with our endless champ, we know he's coming back. Just speed this along. So we'll fit him in at the back here. And now you're dead. Solid stuff. And now you're not even dealing damage. Easy. Alright, we made it work. That Stygian with the Remnant allies. We got that Frostbite build working for us. And we in fact made use of the Remnant cards there at the end, making them our tanks. So I feel pretty good about that. That's Covenant rank 13 complete. Let's check out what Covenant rank 14 minor bosses have increased health again. Okay, got some more gold cards. Feeling pretty good. Thanks for checking me out, everybody. We'll see ya. Oh, I'm on the wrong keyboard here. See ya in the next one.